Hello, Ramsey Ranch Kitchen friends. I am Christy, and I am back here in the Ramsey Ranch Kitchen, here in the foothills of the Smoky Mountains of East Tennessee. And let me tell you what, it is going and is hot outside. Most of the United States, or at least a good portion, especially southeast, Midwest, are going through a massive heat wave. It is going to be into the mid to upper 90s. Here, it'll be at least 93 today, and I don't want to have to heat up my house at all, period. I don't want to have to do it. So today, we're going to make you a pasta salad spin on one of my very favorite salads to get out at a restaurant, and that's a caprese salad with fresh basil and tomatoes and balsamic vinegar and even fresh mozzarella. So I hope that you're going to come with me and see how we make this very, very easy salad.
Oh, it's a simple living in the hills of Tennessee. But Brooks and Christy say that's the life for me.
Alrighty, so our garden and John's garden, John is our family member, has been producing a lot of basil. So I've got a cup of basil, and this is the kind of the red and purple variety, and I'm just going to chop that up because a caprese salad is not a caprese salad without fresh basil. So I'm just taking my 5-inch Santoku knife here, and I'm going to chop that up into just little pieces because you want that kind of sprinkled all throughout this salad. And this is so easy. And if you've got a garden with basil, our gardens are just like going crazy with the basil. So I'm going to be doing a lot of basil stuff this summer. And I love it because summer is the time for basil. All right, so I'm just going to throw that into our bowl here. Simple dimple. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is I've got 2 cups of grape tomatoes. Now, our cherry tomatoes on our vine outside are actually starting to do really well, and I think in another couple weeks we will have a bunch. But I had to buy some this time. I'm going to use our cup slicer. This is the Pampered Chef cup slicer to slice these up into. You could leave them whole if you wanted to, or you could cut them in half. But this actually goes really, really quick. And I'm just going to slice through. And you just throw the lid back on to kind of get them out. And we're just going to go ahead and keep on going with slicing up the cherry tomatoes until we have them all sliced. This is also a really great way to get your kids involved in the kitchen using the cup slicer. You can do strawberries, mushrooms, tomatoes, and I'm about to try it with something I've not tried it before, so we're going to learn together if it works. All right, so I've got 2 8-ounce containers of the mozzarella pearls. They have been marinated. I did drain out the oil. I'm going to see if our cup slicer will slice those. And it does. How about that? I love that. That's awesome. So, new thing that we know the cup slicer slices. Fresh mozzarella balls. Again, you can leave these whole or cut them in half, but I want bites of mozzarella in all of my pasta salad. Put that lid back on. There we go. That's awesome. And that's it. Alrighty, so I've got my tomato, my basil, and my mozzarella, which are your three key ingredients for a caprese salad. Oh my gosh, that looks so delicious and fresh. I cannot wait to try this. So I have a pound of cavatappi pasta that I have boiled, drained, and it's al dente, which means it's still just a tad bit firm, but not super firm. So I'm just going to mix this all in. Oh, that's so pretty. And I know you're thinking it. What about the dressing? We are going to get there. Oh, that's gorgeous. All right, we're going to set that aside and start our dressing. Okay, so in this measure all cup, I have a half a cup of extra virgin olive oil and a half a cup of white balsamic vinegar. Now you could use the regular dark brown balsamic vinegar, but it won't be as pretty. So the white is actually more for the lack of the color than it is for anything. So I've got a half a cup of each of those here in my measure all cup. So it's a whole cup of liquid. And then I've got 4 tablespoons of lemon juice. And then I have 2 teaspoons of the Pampered Chef Italian seasoning, a half a teaspoon of salt, and a half a teaspoon of pepper. And that's just going to go in. And we're going to put our jar lid on and give it a shake. Bring our salad bowl back over, and as easy as everything, toss it in there. Oh boy, is that gonna be good. I already just know it will be. Oh, yum. That's it, y'all. That is all that is to this salad. Incredibly simple. Now, since we're going to use it as a meal, and we like a little bit of extra protein, I am going to make some air fried chicken tenders. I'm going to show you how I do that real quick. Oh, it smells so good. All right, so I've got my 12 by 12 cookie sheet here, baking pan for the air fryer and oven from Pampered Chef. I've got about 2 pounds of chicken tenders here that I have pre-marinated, and I used this Italian dressing. It's kind of a knockoff of the Olive Garden Italian dressing. I get this at Aldi's. I used half the bottle for the 2 pounds, and these are the already these have already been seasoned, and I also added in a teaspoon of garlic powder. All right, I'm going to use my chef's tongs here to put out our chicken. Now you could grill these, you could certainly grill these, but I don't really want to heat up a grill either. It's too hot. Alrighty, these are going to go into the air fryer for about 10 minutes on 400, and then they'll be done. Okay, y'all, I messed up. I forgot to add the garlic, but that's okay. We can just mix it in. I've got 3 cloves of garlic here with my Pampered Chef garlic press. And I'm going to go ahead and just squeeze that in there. And we're going to mix it up real good because it's supposed to be in the dressing. But it will get in there if we mix it all real good. So don't forget to add your garlic if you like garlic. And look at that. That actually comes out peel and all. No mess with the garlic press. Hey, I rhymed. So let's just mix in all that garlic. Oh, that makes it even better. Little tiny minces are going to just infiltrate throughout the salad and give that an extra bump of flavor. It's taste test time, and I am very excited about this one. Truly excited about this one. Our chicken tenders got done. I did put them on broil for like 3 minutes at the end to kind of brown them up on the top a little bit. But the salad, I think, is the star of this show for sure. All right, let me grab a bite. Gonna get some of these beautiful cavatappi noodles, some tomato, some mozzarella. Gotta get some basil in there. Gotta have it all. Okay. Well, if I could get some basil. There we go. Perfect bite. I got a hangy noodle. Yes, yes, yes. That is everything and then some that I love about a caprese salad. If you've never had one, it's so easy. The fresh flavors of, oh, no, Momo. Momo wants some. The fresh flavors of summer are like just permeated throughout that salad. The pasta is a nice addition if you just kind of want a light meal. The basil, fantastic. Tomatoes, delicious. Momo, you're not having any right now. And then all the seasonings in that dressing with the tangy balsamic vinegar and the olive oil. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure this is actually going to last very long throughout the week, but we are going to definitely enjoy having that. And I can see myself making that again in the very near future. Let me try the chicken. It's cooked well. That is perfect to go along with this. These are still warm, but I have every intention of eating it again and having the chicken be cold. You could cut it up and put it in the salad. We chose to have it on the side. Okay, one more bite and then we'll have some chit chat time because it's that good. Oh gosh. New favorite pasta salad. Hands down. Oh my gosh, that's so good. So we've had a crazy busy week. I didn't even know if I would get a video out for the Ramsey Ranch this week. We've been busy on Smoky Mountain Faith Food and Fun with opportunities there. And then my cabin work has been very busy. And we've also had a ton of rain, which has set us back on doing some things in the yard and still trying to get the chicken coop together. The rain has not been helpful with that, but I'm going to try not to complain knowing that we need the rain and knowing that we're going to be in the mid to high 90s. Yeah. And that there's not much rain in the forecast. So I'm going to have to water the garden, and which is actually doing really, really well. There are tomatoes popping up everywhere. We've got peppers on the plants and, gosh, green beans. I harvested our first green beans. I harvested like 25 green beans that I'll probably just saute with some garlic and olive oil, a little salt and pepper, and that be that one night. But chickens are still coming. It's just been kind of one delay after another, mostly weather related because I can't get stuff together. But hopefully one morning this week I will be able to when it's not raining and it's still cool outside. But a lot going on in our world, guys. A lot of scary stuff, and um, we are praying for everybody in the Middle East. I know we have at least one viewer, Daniel. Hey, Daniel, that is in Israel, and we're praying for everybody over there, and just praying that this can all be resolved peacefully. And it's not been peaceful, but and I don't want to bring in politics, but just know that we are praying for you all. And God gave me a verse that is really one that if you are in the word at all, you've heard it a million times, and it's Psalm 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations, and I will be exalted among the earth. And it's really that first line that we need to focus on right now, is that God knows all that's going on. He sees all that's going on, and He is in all of it, even the hard stuff. And He is with each and every one of us that believe and trust and put our lives in Him and with Him. And that's really just it. I mean, we just need to keep our focus on the Lord and know that none of what's going on in our world is a surprise to Him, and that in the end He will be exalted among the entire world. And that's really the most important thing. This week's video has been very simple, kind of quick. I hope that you'll go make you a Caprese Pasta Salad. Yeah, that is just summer in a bowl, truly. And I cannot wait to actually serve it for dinner to Brooks. I think John's coming over later. We are going to try and get some chicken coop stuff done, even in the heat. But we've got to get it done because we got to bring those chickies home very soon. They are growing. Sally's been sending me pictures, and yeah, I feel like I've missed 3 weeks of their life because it has just been so crazy here. But everyone is doing well. I spent the day yesterday with Emily and our baby boy Nathan, and then John is actually Emily's dad, for those of you who don't know, and we are all very good friends. John and I took Emily, just Emily, to see the new Lilo and Stitch movie. That was really, really good. Brooks and I had a movie date this last week, and we went and saw the new Karate Kid Legends. And when I tell you that it was better than the first one back in 1986 or whatever it was, I'm not kidding. It was so good. Jackie Chan was in it. Ralph Macchio was in it. And it had all the feels of the original movie and then some. And the ending was hilariously epic for those of you who are 80s kids who remember the characters from the Karate Kid. The ending is really, really good. So we had a lot of fun doing that. We don't hardly ever go to the movies, but this week we got to. That's kind of crazy. And I don't know. I think that's about it. We've just been busy with life, and I'm just glad I was able to get this out. This is something I've been wanting to make for a while, and thought with all the basil that we've both gotten in our gardens, I would make that happen. And Willie is saying hi down here. This is Willie. Willie doesn't make an appearance very often. He's our old boy. He's 13 years old. He's the last of the original pets that Brooks and I had when we got married almost 8 years ago. And all the others are younger and came in the last few years. And so we're coming up on an anniversary of a year of losing the oldest, who was my baby. So that'll be a kind of a tough day coming up on June 28th. But other than that, life has been good, and I pray that the life has been good for each and every one of you. Of course, leave us prayer requests if you have them. We do pray over each and every one of them. And that's about it, guys. So I need you to subscribe to the Ramsey Ranch Kitchen if you like this kind of video, if you like and have been enjoying the cooking videos and the life at home videos. Subscribe. That helps us. Leave me a comment. I'm hoping the sound is better this week. Let me know that. We've had some sound issues. Hoping that is corrected for sure. I believe it probably will be. Thanks for bearing with us on the sound with vlogging. You just never know. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. We are not professionals by any stretch. We are just sharing our life here on the Ramsey Ranch in Tennessee. But get you in the kitchen, cook you up something good, make you some Caprese Pasta Salad, make you up some Italian marinated chicken tenders, and just enjoy with your families, or heck, even if you're even by yourself. That would be great. Cut that recipe in half. Although, seriously, if I was by myself, that whole recipe would last me a few meals, but it would not waste. It is so good. We will see you next time. The next one will also be a salad, I believe. So we are going to continue on the salad train for summer for a few more episodes, just because it is hot, y'all. And I want you all to stay safe in the heat. Stay safe if you are in harm's way in any way, shape, or form in the midst of what's going on. We never know who's watching, and that's something I have learned with the vlogs, is that we don't know who's watching. And if you are in the Middle East somewhere and you're watching us, we are praying for you. All right, everybody. Oh, and if you've got military men and women in harm's way, we are also praying for your family. So anyway, I will stop rambling and let you guys go on with your day. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time.